Back at it again. Apparently, I need to review more on life policy riders and provisions because I sucked at it. Honestly, this was my third try and I was 3 points off. So I'm getting closer than I was. So that's a good part. So, reading off of this, by this point, you should have a solid working knowledge of different types of life insurance policies and their suitability for different types of insured individuals. Now you'll learn about available provisions, riders, and options that would that can make two policies the same type different in significant ways. Provisions define the characteristics of a life insurance contract and are fairly universal from one policy to the next. Riders are added to the policy to modify provisions and that already exist. Options offer insurers and insureds uh, ways to invest or distribute a sum of money available in a life policy. It is essential for you to have a good understanding of different provisions, riders, and options for future life insurance interactions. Terms to know: activities of daily living, ADLs. A person's essential activities that includes bathing, dressing, eating, transferring to toileting, and inconvenience or convenience. Assignment: transfer of rights of policy ownership. Consideration: something of value that each party gives to one another, binding force in any contract. Indemnity: a principle of reimbursement on which insurance is based in the event of a loss, and insurer reimburses the insureds or beneficiaries for the loss. Lump sum. A lump sum is a payment of the entire benefit in one sum. Minor: a person under legal age. NAIC, a National Association of Insurance Commissioners, an organization composed of insurance composers, concessioners from all states and jurisdictions, formed to resolve insurance irregularity issues. Principal: the face amount or the face value of the policy, the original amount invested before the earnings. Now, moving into policy provisions. While there's no standard policy form in life insurance, the standard policy provisions adopted by National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, create uniformity among insurance life policies. The entire contract provision stipulates that the policy and a copy of the application, along with any other riders or amendments, constitute the entire contract. No statements made before the contract was written can be used to alter the contract. Neither the insured or the insured may change the policy provisions once the policy is in effect without both parties agreeing to it and the change being fixed to the contract. Know this: the entire contract equals policy, copy of application, any riders or amendments. Insuring clause. The insuring clause agreement sets forth the basic agreement between the insurer and the insured. It states the insurers or the insurers promise to pay. The insurers promise to pay the death benefit upon the insured's death. The insuring clause usually is located on the policy face page and also defines who the parties to the contract are, how long the coverage is in force, and type of loss insured against. The free look. This provision allows the policy owner a specified number of days from receipt to look over the policy, and if satisfied for any reason, return it for a full refund of the premium. The free look period starts when the policy owner receives the policy, not when the insurer receives the policy. So it starts when the policy owner receives the policy, not when the insurer issues the policy. Certain types of policy may require a longer free look period, or the period may be set by state statute. Consideration. Both parties to a contract must provide some value or consideration in order for the contract to be valid. The consideration provision states that the consideration value offered by the insured is the premium, and statements made by the application, the consideration given by the insurer is a promise to pay in accordance with the terms of the contract. The consideration clause is not always separate provision concerning the payment of the policy premiums, but is usually found in the policy. Owner's rights. The owner's rights. I feel like I need more light. The parties to the insurance contract are the insurer, the policy owner, the insured, and the beneficiary. The policy owner and the insured may be the same person or different persons Regardless, only the policy owner has the ownership rights under the policy and not the insured or beneficiary. Again, regardless, only the policy owner has the ownership rights under the policy and not the insured or the beneficiary. So, policy owner. Among the ownership rights are naming and changing the beneficiary, receiving the policy's living benefits, selecting the benefit payment options, and assigning the policy. Know this, the policy owner has the responsibility of paying the policy premiums and is also the person who must have an insurable interest in the insured at the time of the application for the insurance. When the owner and the insured are not the same person, the insurance arrangement is deferred as to a third-party ownership. Dun, dun, dun. Question. Which of the following statements is true concerning an accidental death rider? Answer. It will pay double or triple the face amount. Correct. The accidental death rider pays 2 or 3 times the face amount if death is the result of an accident as defined in the policy and occurs within 90 days of such accident. 90 days. Assignments. The policy of a life insurance. Hold on. Assignments. The policy owner of a life insurance policy has the right to transfer partial or complete ownership of the policy to another person without the consent of the insurer. However, the owner must notify the insurer in writing of the assignment. Without a written notice, the insurer may not recognize the assignment and would not assume responsibility for its validity. The company's major concern is paying a claim twice. Transfer of life insurance policy does not change the insured's or the amount of coverage. It only changes who the policy ownership's rights. The assignment provision specifies the policy owner's rights to assign transfer rights of ownership of the policy. The policy owner must advise the insurer in writing of the assignment if there are 2 types of policy assignments. Well, there are 2 types of policy assignments. There's absolute assignment. It involves transferring all rights of ownership to another person or entity. This is a permanent and total transfer of all policy rights. The new policy owner does not need to have insurable interest in the insured. collateral assignment involves a transfer of partial rights to another person. It is usually done in order to secure a loan, and sometimes some other transaction. A collateral assignment is a partial and temporary assignment of some of the policy rights. Once the debt or loan is repaid, the assigned rights are returned to the policy owner. Next, know this: absolute assignment is the complete and permanent transfer. Complete and permanent transfer of ownership rights.